Do you ever feel like something's missing in your life? Like you were meant for more? Let's talk about it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my beautiful sisters. Welcome to another episode of Tea with Sarah. This is where I share reflections, gentle reminders, and answer your questions. This is our little cozy corner where we can come together as sisters to grow, support, and lift each other up and connect on a deeper level. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's start. This might just be the conversation that changes everything for you. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wayassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. If you've been feeling stuck, unmotivated, or like life isn't reflecting your true potential, then this episode is for you. Because today we're going to have a real and honest conversation about what it actually takes to create a life that feels aligned, joyful, and fulfilling. Not someday, but starting today, inshallah. Let's talk about why so many of us settle for less than we deserve, and how you can begin to shift from just surviving to truly living your best life, inshallah. I want to focus on two powerful elements that can create the biggest transformation in your life. And the first is ownership, taking full responsibility for where you are right now. And the second is clarity, getting honest about what you actually want from life. Let's start with ownership and what that actually means. Taking ownership of your life up until this point means realizing that you are where you are today because of the decisions and the actions you took, or maybe didn't take. It's our decisions and actions that shape our lives. I share this with you not to make you feel bad, but to help you recognize that change is in your hands and that huge changes can happen if you simply make different decisions and take different actions. It truly is that simple. It all starts with awareness, being aware that your own thoughts, feelings, and actions are what shape your life. Life isn't just happening to you, as many people believe. This is how it is. We think a thought, it creates a feeling, that feeling leads to an action, and then that action gives us the result we experience. Ultimately, the way we think has a profound impact on the life we live. Start recognizing your thoughts from now on, and also understand that each thought is a choice you can change. Once you realize that you are the one shaping your life, it becomes extremely liberating and empowering. Because now you know that simply by changing your thoughts, you can experience a completely different life. From today, start noticing moments when you feel down or unhappy, and try to trace back to the thought that made you feel that way. Those negative thoughts that bring you down are rarely true. Remember, you can always choose better feeling thoughts. Now let's talk about the second element, clarity. What is it that we truly want from life? I notice this pattern so often. Many sisters can easily list everything that makes them unhappy and unfulfilled. Maybe you can relate. They can describe in detail everything they don't want, almost like they've studied it. But the moment I ask them, how do you want your life to be different? Or what's missing in your life? Do you know what the answer is most of the time? The answer is, I don't know. That tells me that so many of us spend more time focusing on what we don't want instead of what would truly make us happy. If I asked you today, what's the one thing that would bring you the most happiness? What would you say? My guess is that many of you wouldn't be sure and would need time to think about it. And if you're among the few who do know, then my next question would be, what have you done to make it happen? Have you truly done everything you can? I believe the answer is probably not, because if you had, you'd already have what you desire. If you realize this is you, that you've been focusing on everything you don't like about your life, let's change that today. Let's start focusing on what you actually want instead. From today, make a conscious choice to shift your focus. Ask yourself, what will make my life happier and more fulfilling? And if you're not sure of what will make you happy, simply think about the opposite of the things you don't want in your life. The truth is, you really can be, do, or have anything you want. You might not believe that right now, because most of us are conditioned to think that what we truly desire in life is hard to achieve. But that's simply not true. You can absolutely have whatever you want. The difference between those who live the life they desire and those who don't comes down to one thing and one thing only: the beliefs they hold. That's the only difference. It's not your past experiences, your qualifications, where you're from, or anything else you think is holding you back. It's your beliefs. And the good thing is, you are in control of what you choose to believe. Those who are living their best life are simply the ones who believed it was possible and went for it. The only difference between them and you is that they believed it was possible, and I think it's time you started believing that too. I can't remember who I heard this from, but I want to share it with you because it's so true. Believing that you can is way more profitable than believing that you can't. Allow that to sink in. This is for the sisters who have shown interest in starting their own digital business, and I want you to know that I'm currently working on something very special for you. I'll share more details soon, inshallah. This video is all about transforming your life. So I want to share the 3 key elements that completely transformed my life. And I'll be sharing all 3 with you very soon, inshallah. The first and most important is an identity shift. Most of us don't even realize that this is where we need to start. We try so hard to reach our goals, but when those goals don't align with who we currently are, it feels like no matter what you do, nothing is changing. You put in the effort, yet nothing seems to move, and that's such a painful place to be. Once I understood and shifted my identity, which is how I saw myself, and what I believed was possible for me, everything began to change after that. The second element is starting your own digital product business. Forget relying on others financially and forget that stressful 9 to 5. This is what gave me the financial freedom I used to dream of as a stay-at-home mum. And the third is community and support. Having sisters who understand your journey and lift you up is absolutely essential. It's what keeps you going when things feel tough. And alhamdulillah, I'm bringing all 3 of these elements together for you very soon, inshallah. Become the person you most needed in your darkest days, then share yourself with the world. I love that and I live by that. If I had the things I'm about to share with you available to me, life would have been so much easier for me. It took me years of trial and error and confusion, jumping from one course to another and dabbling in business models that just didn't align. Years of struggle. Alhamdulillah for everything, we never complain. I've learned so much along the way, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for those tough times. They shaped me and allowed me to now help other women who are in the same place I once was. Truly, we are so blessed, alhamdulillah. My life changed completely when I went from being a financially dependent stay-at-home mum to becoming financially independent, building a business I love and surrounding myself with a community of like-minded women. Today, I truly feel blessed, and it all started when I realized that I was in control and that I had the ability to change what I didn't like. Once I got clear on what I wanted, the rest was history. I want that for you too. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, let it be this. Get clear on what you truly want, because most people never take the time to do that. And that's exactly why they never live the life they dream of. Your life will start to change when you get crystal clear on what it is you want. This is an exciting time for you. If you have never really done this before, dream big. Nothing is impossible. I love to hear from you in the comments, so do share your thoughts. Always remember, you are stronger than you think you are, and with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by your side, nothing is impossible. And with that, I leave you in the care of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.